COVID-19 on the tourism industry seem to be compounding. The sector, which depends on the movement of people, is losing billions with the lockdown restrictions in place. Furthermore, many in the industry are struggling to claim from the Business Interruption Insurance Policies. The insurers are arguing that the losses incurred are not directly related to COVID-19. But the claimants say it's clear that without the threat of the pandemic, there would be no lockdown and they would still be in operation.
This is an unprecedented occurrence, and it's not to anybody's wish. But I hope that our insurance companies will understand and take cognizance of the lives that are affected. As I say, we've got 70 staff that work for us from the local community. Most of them are under 30 years old. They have families and dependents. And our livelihood and our existence is very largely dependent on them and them being able to feed and look after their families. So there's a roll-on, knock-on effect that the insurance companies have in their hands. And I hope that they will see common sense and common sense will prevail, and that they will meet us somewhere along the line to assist us with the insurance that we've paid for many years.
One company that assists claimants in a time of crisis says insurance companies are dragging their feet because of the negative impact massive payouts will have on their profits. It also warns that a lengthy court process will only benefit the insurance industry, lead to the mass closure of businesses in the tourism sector and the loss of thousands of jobs.
And essentially the insurers are saying it's not COVID-19 that's causing the loss, it's the government's regulations and the government's restrictions and the government's lockdown measures. Now for us doesn't make any sense. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because when you look at it, these insurers chose to insure a notifiable disease. That's one that has to be notified to the Department of Health, to the government, so that there will be restrictions and regulations and government interventions with quarantines and the like. It's just not fair. You know, they wrote these policies. They didn't think about how much it was going to cost them, but they were only too happy to take the premium. And now that they've realized how much it's going to cost them, they're trying everything they can to wriggle out of it and to blame government's actions rather than to honor the contract.
Tourism is the lifeblood of many micro and small enterprises, creating mass employment opportunities in the country. And the rejection of many of their business interruption insurance claims has further threatened their chances of survival.
But they actually are stealing the livelihoods from people who need them most. At a time when humanity is in crisis, it's an opportunity for Santam and other insurers to show their humanity.
In a statement, Santam says that some of its clients will be disappointed when they discover they're not covered against the lockdown. It does, however, undertake to treat all claims in a fair manner and, where liable, will not hesitate to settle. The insurer says it's confident of its position on the interpretation of what is covered by the insurance policies. It is also aware of the pending legal action in terms of its policy response to COVID-19 claims. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.